Captain. This is your co-pilot. I'm afraid one wing has gone, the other wing's on fire, and we're rapidly losing height. It doesn't look good.
Here we go, 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 here we go. Good evening.
Good evening.
And welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
We've got a fantastic show lined up.
We have got a fantastic show lined up for you tonight.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, Mel.
I'm really sorry, Mel.
I'm sorry, mate. You're saying my lines.
Your lines.
Yeah.
You wrote this bit, didn't you?
No, I mean, you're saying what I'm saying. You know, you're saying the same words as me, as I say them, you know what I mean?
What, you mean, good evening, welcome to the show, all that?
That's right, the sort of thing.
What was I supposed to say, exactly?
Well, I don't know. I didn't learn your lines, you see.
Well, it's a pity, really, isn't it?
Well, I see. It's my fault, is it? You forget your lines and I get the blame.
All right, I don't care. I don't care. Do your line. I'll improvise or something about it.
I don't think that's a very good idea. Because the last time you improvised, you know, we were in Australia and you came on and your only contribution to the entire evening was piss off, you old rat bag.
But it got a laugh, didn't it?
Look, obviously, Mel, it gets a laugh if you come on and say knickers, you know. So.
Knickers. It did. You do your lines, and I'll do knickers, okay?
Fine, okay. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Knickers.
Welcome to the show.
Knickers!
Really nice to see you all.
Knockers. Sorry, just improvising a bit.
Oh, fine, yeah, sure. We've got a great show lined up for you, full of knackers. Yes, I'm off. If you're going to nick a knacker and knocker, I'm not going to stick around.
Well, piss off then, you old ratbag. It works every time.
It went better than it did in Australia.
Exactly.
If there's one thing we British can be proud of, it's our charitable concern for those less well off than ourselves. But I'm here to tell you about an organisation that gets little publicity, but does splendid work, helping and caring for Britain's ugly children.
Molly Parkin House is a day centre where parents can send their ugly children to mingle with other ugly kids.
So they can all be ugly together.
That's right.
Yeah. I noticed they're all wearing big bags on their heads.
You notice that? We do that for a couple of reasons, really. First of all, it's a great psychological level. You know, there's very little chance for the kids to make a comparison. Like, my God, I thought I was ugly, but look at him. That kind of thing.
And the other reason?
Well, the other reason is that if they take the bags off, the clock stops. But really, they're great kids, and they're as playful and mischievous as just ordinary kids, really. I mean, little Darren here, for example, he's a little scamp. He took his bag off at breakfast this morning and curdled everyone's milk. I mean, it was terrific.
Really?
Yeah. They did star a great bunch of kids. You know. Ugly little bastard. Terrific. Yeah.
As parents of an ugly child, we honestly don't know what we'd do without the British Ugly Children's Society. Do we, Ken?
Yes, dear. They've been a great help.
When did you first become aware that your child was going to be ugly?
When I met Ken, I suppose.
I'm sure agreed the BUCS is extremely useful work, but it can't operate without your help. After all, brown paper bags don't grow on trees. Any contribution you can make, no matter how small.
Go! Of course, all our officers are trained in the use of firearms, but if one should happen to go off accidentally, then the procedure is quite clear. Make sure it's pointing at someone.
Before you came, things were worse than they are now.
Pit conditions, you mean, Bill?
Aye, good conditions.
Well, it's a change to meet someone in this village who's not afraid to speak his mind.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid to join union. It's win, really.
It's kind of you to ask my opinion, Doctor, regarding the union movement that sprung up at Pitt. But now that you ask me, well...
I see. It's like that, is it?
I think what my wife is trying to say is that though Jack has been down mine...
Your brother Jack is a good man, Bill.
She thinks it's right for him to join union, don't you, Win?
It's got to be your own decision, Bill. No one is going to push you into joining.
Well, I don't know, that's all I'm saying.
How do you feel about it all?
I agree with Bill. Jack is a good man. He is the finest brother-in-law in man's life. Very pregnant again, as you know.
It's just that what happens if ever we have a strike and some of us aren't in union, I mean?
Now, that is worth thinking over.
Doctor, as a doctor, you must be concerned about the safety of the men folk. This new union says the bosses don't care there's men dying down there.
Mother, Father, there's been a fire at Pitt. It's Uncle Jack. You come too, Doctor. Come on.
Bad, Doctor.
This is the worst case of a miner being trapped I've ever seen.
Do what you can, I beg you. Father.
Oh, he's delirious.
He's going. He's going, he's gone.
There, Bill.
Never got a love between man and woman. Like there was between me and my brother Jack.
I would kill any man that uttered out against that, Bill. May his memory live on. He was a union man.
Vorsprung durch Technik. As they say in Stoke Mandeville.
Oh, this is the video of the day at Eastbourne, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the boy. Of course, you've got to get some meat on him, girl. Look at him, he's skinny as a thing.
There's Len.
Yeah. Like my hat. You like my hat, get it?
Oh, and that's the new dress I bought.
Where?
On me.
Oh. Now, this Shirley, look, she was a sourpuss that day. Wasn't she grumbling just because it was her turn to carry the chair?
See, that was like a foot out for Dixie, just for the privilege of parking Len's arse for the day.
Did we ever give that chair back to the hotel?
Shut up. Watch this next bit. Here it comes. Bottom of the screen. There! See it?
See what?
Oh, you missed it. Right, let's have an action replay.
She was a sourpuss that day, she was.
Not you, Len. I'm talking about the picture. Now, watch this. This is brilliant. Now, watch this at the bottom of the screen. And... there!
Right.
It was a ball, you blind git. Never mind.
Oh, there's me again. Now, what did we have in that sandwich?
Cucumber.
Oh, hasn't he got a nice body, Dad?
Well, it's all right. It's a bit overdeveloped, if you ask me.
Bullseye.
Why can't you have a body like
watch
that,
it.
Dad?
Now,
That is not his body, that's his finger, isn't it?
now, watch it. See, there's no sense of humour, your daughter. Right? I mean, she doesn't like me very much.
Oh, Len, that's not true. She worships you.
Well, I've never done her no harm, have I?
Now, this is rare. Look at this. The artist out from behind the camera. That is me in the water there, look.
And I'm handling the camera, Len.
Yeah.
And I'm handling your daughter, Mrs.
I know what's coming now. Look, this is the underwater world of Jacques Cousteau.
Trying to help, I just tripped up. Still, no damage done.
Yeah, well, there's no damage. It's a waste to take this next bit, though, isn't it? Look at this. Look, let's speed it on, shall we? Look at this. This is a bloody waste of tape. Why didn't you leave the camera on the beach,
Well,
girl?
I didn't want to get sand in it, did I?
Well, look at that.
Look at this, Eastbourne, eh? Home of the incontinent, say. Never parked on a temple away from outside Carsey. God, you must have been bursting, Missy, the rate you're going here.
No, I put it on fast forward, didn't I?
Oh, right, yeah. I've never seen the inside of a lady's Carsey before. It's the same, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's always the same, isn't it? Never has a bleeding locust.
Yeah. Where'd you use it?
Well,
I used the tape out of the camera, didn't I?
Just a warning there. I mean, if there are any kids out there watching that last sketch, that was, in fact, only ice cream. But the message is very straightforward. Kids, don't try and do what I did. Please don't drink paint. It is dangerous. Stick to Terps. It gets you pissed.
And parents, for God's sake, don't try to paint your walls with ice cream. It runs straight off and makes a hell of a mess of the carpet. Good evening. The 50s. Lonnie Donegan, Harold Macmillan, the bubble car, the Brillo pad. This week marks the anniversary of the time when the complacent world of British theatre was shaken to its very foundations. For it was exactly 27 years ago today that a burning young talent exploded all over the West End. I'm talking, of course, about John Upstart, the man who shocked and outraged audiences with his highly original play, Look Back in a Bad Mood. He became the first of a group of playwrights who we now know as the slightly irritable young men. They were determined to see the end of stilted scenes such as this on the British stage.
Hello? Daphne?
Georgie, you came?
Yes, just now, through the French windows. What's the matter, old thing?
It's Johnny. He's gone.
Gone? But how?
Through the French windows.
Last. I did so want to speak to him. Do you think I could catch him?
Well, you might, if you go out through the French windows.
Good idea.
With commercial theatres dominated by such great names as Noel Coward, Binky Beaumont, and Trevor Little, TV's comedy balloonist, it's no wonder that John Upstart should react against the stagnation of the times with an overwhelming, almost obsessive urge to make a few minor changes.
I think it's silly. I think it's bloody stupid. These plays are ridiculous. They've got lots of French windows in them. But I'm here to change all that. My plays don't have any French windows at all. They're real things, like real doors with handles that open. Go through it like that. And they have real people in them who talk about real things, like kitchen sinks.
What's the bloody matter, Daphne?
It's the bloody kitchen sink. It's bloody well blocked again.
Right. I'll go and get the bloody plumber, then.
Good. Why don't you go through the bloody door, then?
Good idea. I bloody well will.
Today, John Upstart is successful, lionized, and an alcoholic. But is he still as angry now as he was then?
Well, obviously, I get a little tetchy now and then. In the mornings, who doesn't? And there are some things that make me very annoyed. Like the demister on the back window of the Volvo. You switch it on. I don't know why they put it in the brochures. What?
The French windows.
Yes. Well, yes. Oh, yes. Well, obviously, I'm bloody annoyed about that. But, I mean, it's not my idea, you see. It was the wife's. Because apparently it's much easier for taking the tea tray in and out.
Next week, we'll be looking at Jonathan Miller's Three Sisters and asking them, what is it like having such a pain in the ass for a brother?
Oh, I suppose you've been wondering where I've been for the past few days. Probably noticed me not being around. Expect you want to ask what I've been up to.
Nah.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been up to. I've been in court.
Oh, have you? Well, they found out about those porno tapes you keep under the bed.
No. I've been doing my jury service.
Oh,
I've been doing my duty. 12 good men and true.
Oh, really? What were you doing there, then?
I was one of them, wasn't I?
Oh,
I was actually on the jury. I was serving.
Really? So what was it like then?
Very impressive experience. It was marvellous. All the pomp and circumstance, you know. The judge sitting there with his robes and his wigs, and all the barristers wore their robes and their wigs.
Why is it then when there's a barrister like wear a wig? Is that because he's bald or what?
No, it's tradition. Goes back hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years.
I see, yeah. Well, I mean, they used to be bald.
No, they've got nothing to do with, you know, I mean, they're not crown toppers we're talking about.
No, right, no.
I mean, these things are made of horses' hair, you know. The wigs, horses' hair.
But they're white, though.
What? Obviously made with the hairs, you know, from white horses.
Oh, I see. But they're sort of like, sort of short and curly, you know, like.
Well, they're obviously made from the short and curly hairs of white horses.
Well, they stand around for hours with that lot plonked on their head, do they?
Yeah.
Don't they smell when it gets hot then?
No.
Well, you thought like almost a horse when he gets sweaty, he gets a bit niffy, doesn't he?
No, well, it doesn't.
It was in a short and curly area, doesn't it? I mean,
it was an awesome experience.
Oh, was it?
It was. Passing judgment on men who had come into the courts, the law of the courts there, to have judgment passed upon them. It's a very
well, like criminals, you mean? Like
criminals are the real thing,
like murderers, eh?
That sort of thing.
Yeah, and all them bank robbers and all that and everything and all that. And them child molesters and everything. Yeah. What was your case then?
Shoplifting.
Was it a very bad case?
It was a very bad case of shoplifting. As the judge said, he said, the man who is shoplifting this week will be blowing up banks next week.
Well, he stolen some dynamite, had he?
No, he'd stolen some tea bags, I think.
Oh, yeah. He blow up many banks with that.
No, but that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's the principle here
I
we're
see,
talking about. Anyway, we've moved on to another case now.
Oh, yeah. Well, then what's that about now?
Ooh.
Drugs, eh?
No. I am not able to talk about it.
Oh. Well, you fell asleep during the court.
No, I did not fall asleep. I just closed my eyes so I could concentrate better, that's all.
Yeah.
Now, the judge said that we mustn't say anything about this until the whole case was over.
Oh, so until you found him guilty, you mean?
You are so prejudiced. You know, he's so prejudiced.
That's what he probably is,
To be a juror, you have to have an open mind. This is why I am on the jury. This is why, look, I'll tell you, if you was arrested, you would be glad for people like me on the jury, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah. You're my friend, you'd let me off, wouldn't you?
What I'm saying is, trial by jury is your fundamental liberty.
Is it? Yeah. It's a diabolical liberty.
It's one of your rights, you know what I mean? Yeah, like you trial by the peers.
That's right, yeah.
Habeas corpus.
Yeah.
And there's obviously the right to silence.
Yeah, that's a handy thing, isn't it? Be useful to keep you stop me yabbing on, wouldn't it?
No, the right to no, that is the right to remain silent when the police have arrested you.
Oh, even if they beat the shit out of you?
That is your fundamental right,
yeah,
you see.
I wouldn't want to be quiet then. I want to go, help, help, help! These policemen are beating me up, I want to say. Help me, help me.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Still, it's a load of stupid.
I don't.
Fundamental right and liberties and all that.
Don't ask me why they do it. Don't ask me. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, am I?
No, but the judge, he's a lawyer, isn't he?
Of course he is.
And the barrister's a lawyer, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the lawyers, they're all lawyers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why do they leave all the decisions to an ignorant pillock like you, then?
In the early elemental table, this does indeed prove to be the case. Next week, we will be looking at the halogens.
That was Module 12, Option 13 of the Physical Chemistry course. We would just like to apologise for the horrendous shirt that we made, but we'd like to point out that the programme was made 12 years ago. Mind you, it was probably fairly unpleasant even then. Now, Module 7 of the Humanities course, Spraken Sie Afrikaans.
Welcome to another in the series, Spraken Sie Afrikaans. This week, Pieter and his wife, Genghis, visit a cafe in Cape Town. Pieter attracts the waiter's attention.
Oi, you!
Note that the verb precedes the noun and also that Pieter has a face like a cow's buttock.
Yes, boss.
The noun boss is not compulsory, but the waiter uses it to avoid having his legs broken.
Give me a ginger ale, or I'll attach wires to your testicles.
In Afrikaans, the phrase, attach wires to your testicles, is, of course, masculine. And, in fact, is not meant as a threat. It's meant as a promise. The waiter now suspects that Pieter is probably not going to leave him a tip, so he responds accordingly.
And for your gorilla.
And for your gorilla is a colloquial way of asking to be thrown from a very high building.
Schweinhund, she's not the gorilla. What would you like, men?
Off the usual, please.
Right, that's a ginger ale for me and a banana for my wife. Make it snippy, or I'll burn down your village.
The phrase burn down your village was unnecessary here because the waiter's village was burned down yesterday. The bananas are off, so Genghis settles for a ginger ale.
2 ginger ale, boss.
Now, did you spot the waiter's grammatical error? It is not 2 ginger ales. Can you guess what it is? Find out in the next episode of Spreken Sie Afrikaans.
Kabal. Kabal.
You look exhausted. Have you been hard at it?
No, I certainly have not. You're going to be stoned to death.
Now, Ahmed, what do you fancy?
It's a bit warm for that sort of thing, isn't it?
No, Ahmed, what I mean is...
We apologise for the breakdown of our programme, and we'll rejoin Alas Smith and Jones just as soon as we can. I'm sorry, we seem to have lost the BBC Two logo there. So, in the meantime, here's a little music and a picture of some daffodils. Oh, we seem to have lost the music there. And the picture. So, till the engineer gets things sorted out, I saw the light on the night as I
One of the things that always fascinates me, in fact, both of us, is the extraordinary attention paid in our society today to how much money you've got.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, I pride myself on having a very relaxed attitude to money.
Who has?
Well, I have.
Have you?
Yes, I have, actually, yeah. Just a minute. What do you mean by that?
What? I mean, you know.
No, actually, I'm really sorry, Well, I don't understand what you mean by
all I mean is good that you have a very relaxed attitude to money.
Fine, good, okay. If that's all right with you, that's okay, is it?
Fine.
Just because, you know, I just happen to think that, you know, as far as money is concerned, I can sort of, you know, I can take it or leave it. I don't... What?
I didn't say anything.
Well, stop looking like that.
Like what?
Well, like you're looking now.
That better?
Are you taking a piss, or what are you...
Sorry, but would you just like to show me how you'd like me to look?
I don't want you to look like anything.
You don't want me to look like anything?
No.
How's that? Sort of vacant enough for you, is it?
Yeah, that's fine, okay? I was just trying to explain that I have... I haven't... Oh, for heaven's sake!
Look, I can't script. I'm sorry, I can't help my face. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I mean, and anyway, this is a misunderstanding. Look, we both have a very relaxed attitude to money, okay?
Well, if you mean it, yes, it is.
Of course, yes. I mean, you're so relaxed about money, it's uncanny, really.
Thank you.
You make monks look mendacious.
Thank you very much. I've no idea what you mean by that, but thanks very much. I'm sorry to make such a fuss about it.
It's okay. Listen, hey, come on.
Okay.
It's okay.
Right.
Misunderstanding, okay?
No, it's all right. It's okay.
Right?
It's just, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you sort of have, you know, and I sort of, it's like me not really worrying about, you know, how I look, how I dress.
Talking about the way you don't care about how you dress. Go on.
As an actor, my idol is, has been, always will be, Larry Olivier. I remember I was so thrilled when I eventually got to work with him that I vowed there and then that I would try very hard to live up to his standards. So now I do any old crap as long as the money's right.
Time for the speeches. I'll just do the introduction.
No, not yet.
What's the problem, Albert?
I've,
lost your notes?
Yes. No, obviously not. No, look, no, look, I've got,
Look, it's all right. Look, everybody gets nervous. Don't worry about this. I'll just make...
Look, I've got an erection. Where? Oh, where do you think? Why? Well, how the hell should I know?
Yes. We really can't delay much longer, you know. Can I do anything?
No. It's all right. Just give me a moment and I'll just think of Enoch Powell or something.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's
How's it? Is it?
Yeah. Fine.
Good. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for tonight, Sir David Hardon. Harding! And the next program in the series Deutsch Direct can be seen at the